Hey guys, and welcome back to Interactive Horror Stories. Yeah, I thought I'd do another one of these because it's fun. It's actually pretty good stories. So I'm going to try After Funeral. After Funeral is a modern gothic horror story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. You receive messages on your computer, those claim to be sent by your son's soul. He says that he wants to be with you once again, and he asks how you do if you think you were resurrected. Okay. Son, thank you for the concern, I guess. Alright, let's start this. After Funeral. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son Jonathan White was buried in the graveyard of the local church. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the Carpenter's song. Close to you. Oh no, Close to You, that's a song, right? Since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, and now he's gone. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to market, leaving him alone at home. When you arrived at home, you found Jonathan lying on the bed motionless. His face was covered with his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any signs of trespassing. You clearly remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes and they won't go away. The priest had intoned psalms of prayers, those you are not so familiar with. You're not really religious. While his lifeless body of your son laid in the church, his feet were turned to the east. He was wearing black suits and shiny shoes. His skin was pale. He was way too young for all this. You wish that it was you lying there instead of him. Like the day Jonathan died, it's a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. It's 2 p.m. right now. You're a writer who has been on the writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processor is open in the computer. The screen is blank. You haven't written anything else for a long time. There are cigarette buds in the ashtray and your black, hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. Not very door. I was gonna say not very healthy, but now there's a door. Let's open the door, why not? You open the door. It's Bob. Oh, Bob. Bobbity bobbity doo. What are you doing here, Bob? It's been a while, Bob. Oh, Bob, your neighbor and friend. You drank with him and had barbecue with him for several times. Bob was a nice guy. He's overweight, has short black hair, and has no facial hair. He wears a dark blue jacket and a black beanie. Hey, how are you? I wanted to ask how you've been. Be honest, man. He's your friend. Might as well be honest. I can imagine how hard it is. I never had any kids. But I had a cat when I was a little younger. Loved her as my daughter. Then I had to bury her in the garden myself. It was tough. Oh, well, you know, cats, child, same thing. Pets and animals. Very, very tragic and sad. I know how much you love Jonathan. I'm shocked that you still like to see it. Wait, I am shocked like you see him gone. Okay. Bob continues. I'm going to the market right now. Do you need anything? I have cigarettes. Sure, might as well ask for him. He puts his hand in his pocket and pulls a pack of cigarettes. Maybe I'm a bad friend for doing this, but anyways, take this. I'll buy myself another pack in the market. You take a pack of cigarettes and thank him. Okay, man, see you later. You say goodbye to Bob too, then he goes. You close the door and sit back on your work table. You look at the computer screen that should have been blank, but no, it's not blank. Something's there, written.
Daddy, I miss you.
Type Jonathan. At the computer, the new letter gets appended as the text in the screen. Whoever types it, he, she, it writes fast. When they're finished, they form 2 sentences.
I can hear you, Daddy. Talk to me.
Shout, Jonathan. After you shout from your deceased son's name, new letters appear to form a reply.
Yes, it's me.
You're not a computer engineer, but you know that it's impossible to hack someone's computer and put a prank on him. The computer is online. Your computer is connected to the internet with an Ethernet cable. pull the Ethernet cable like any sane person would do. You crash down and frantically pull the Ethernet cable from your computer. You expect that nothing else will be written, but no, you're wrong. I am the computer. Ask how it's possible. Good Lord said that I should be together with you. He said I love you and you love me, so he sent me back. Oh, I'm so afraid, Daddy. So cold here and dark. So cold here. Please bring me back. Do you want me to see me once again? Something tells me the Lord and every, God, whoever it is, wouldn't keep the place cold. Something tells me that you're in another place, just saying. Find 5 candles and wait for the midnight. Bye for now, Daddy. You have gotten 1 candle at home. You normally use the candle when electricity is gone, so you didn't need more than 1 candle. What will you do? I'll ask Bob for that, because he's already at the place, isn't he? You wear your long beige coat and black leather boots. You walk to Bob's house and ring up the bell. After 10 seconds, Bob opens up the door. Hey, what's up? I'll ask for the candles. Sure, I have plenty of them. Why do you need them, may I ask? I might just well say the truth. Explain Bob everything that happens today, including the owner of the messages asking for 5 candles. Bob looks surprised. I think someone is pulling a prank on you. I don't really believe in ghosts or something like that, but if I were you, I would not do what he wants you to do. Are you still sure you want the candles? Yeah, I'm very, very sure. Very well, let me bring the candles. Goes to the kitchen, then returns with 4 candles in his hand. Here you go. You thank him and take the candles, then return home. At home, you wait in front of your monitor. Nothing happens until midnight. Then a new message appears on the screen. I'm back, Daddy. Did you bring the candles? Yeah, I did, son. Good. Let me explain how you can bring me back. Go to the cemetery, dig my grave, bring my coffin home. Okay. We shall speak again once you bring my coffin. You know it's insane what you gotta do, but you prepare to go outside. You wear your coat and go outside your home. It's snowing like hell. Cold interpretation of hell. I see what you did there. Outside, the sky has a bright purple color. Illumination illuminates the night with the help of a full moon behind the clouds. You get into your car and start it. The streets and roads are empty. There's only you outside in this hour of night. It doesn't take long to arrive at the church and its graveyard. The graveyard is covered with snow and gray mist. No lights come from the church. Either there is nobody inside or the priest is sleeping. That's good. You can't be seen while digging your son's grave. You find the graves of your son and wife. Jonathan White was buried next to your mother. There is an unoccupied area next to him where he'll be buried when your time comes. You search for a shovel. You find it in about 10 minutes. You're ready to dig the grave. You start digging Jonathan's grave. After 6 feet of digging, you reach a little wooden coffin. You climb down, then carry the coffin up, and after that, you climb up and carry the dirty coffin to your car's back seat. You had never done something this bizarre before. After you reach home, you get off your car and carry the coffin home. Yeah, like everyone does, lugging around a coffin. Normal activity for everyone to do. You drag the coffin to your living room center. You don't care about the floor getting dirty with soil. Thank you, Daddy. Now put the candle around my coffin like a star. Yeah, there it is. It's a star. Yeah, nope, Satan, devil, stuff's gonna happen. You carefully place the candles around the coffin, making it the center of the star. You light them with your lighter. Now read these aloud, Dad. A lonely goat on a mountain. He is thirsty for humanly love and affection. I shall give him the water. I read those words aloud loud. The coffin starts to shake. The coffin's lid gets opened slowly. You see Jonathan opening up the lid and raise up. His skin is pale, almost white. You can smell the rot of his undead corpse. He is wearing his black suit that he couldn't forget. He stands on his feet and smiles at you. Then he stops outside the coffin away from you, without saying anything. And he does something you wouldn't expect from the dead. He dances. He dances with joy. After half a minute, he stops dancing, stares at you. His eyes are still blue. Take me in your arms, Dad. Take me to the bathroom. I want to show you something. It's impossible not to obey what he says. You feel his presence dominating the room, overwhelming you, and it's impossible to say no. You crouch down and take him in your arms. You carry him to the bathroom. You bring him to the dark bathroom. You turn on the lights and get horrified by what you see in the mirror. The boy's reflection is different. His skin is burnt like coal. Jonathan had an innocent and handsome face, but his face, you see, is not far away from being pleasant. It's like he was a really old man. Who's ugly! Yeah, old men are all ugly. And has no hair. I always wanted a daddy like you, says the eldritch abomination you hold in your arms. The end. I want to try not listening to the don't open the door. His friend Bob. After washing your face, look at the reflection in the mirror. Notice that the eyes are red. Computer screen, something's written there. Turn the computer off. You turn the computer off and the monitor screen goes black. Then nothing else appears on the screen. You don't find anything to write in your novel. So you don't need to turn on the computer once again. And yes, also the text disturbed you. You don't experience anything supernatural during the day. At night, you take your sleeping pills and fall asleep. You're having a vivid dream. You see Jonathan in a garden with his green grass and colorful flowers. He runs around with happiness. And angels. There are white-dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You're not a part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you, but you're still content with seeing him happy in this Eden. He always was a benevolent boy after all. He deserved to go to heaven. You wear your slippers and open the door. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this interesting for his officers is that this is the 7th time a boy died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, an 8-year-old boy, Jonathan White, also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Walcott states that he finds the recent events quite interesting. I'm gonna try one more time, but this time I don't listen to the messages, maybe? Oh, crap. Oh, you pile of shit, I hate you, you son of a bitch. I hate you, I'll rape your wife's rotten corpse. God. Cracks by itself, the glass with the monitor screen. There's a large crack on the screen that's gone black. You won't be able to use it. You no longer experience anything supernatural because, except you see a deceased pretty wife in your dreams. She's a corpse, a skeleton. If she rises in the coffin, you can feel her pain and despair in her body parts moving. Okay, so that is the end. That was an interesting story. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, I guess, and see you guys next time.